Season 1, Episode 7. Investing is not the center of the system. For many people, investing feels like the main event. It's where the attention goes, where the headlines live, where success and failure seem to be measured. Ask someone how they're doing financially, and the conversation often drifts there almost immediately. Markets, returns, strategies. This episode is about why that focus is usually misplaced. Investing is important, but it is not the center of the system. When investing is treated as the center, everything else starts orbiting around it. Savings feels like an opportunity cost. Cash feels like inefficiency. Spending feels like a mistake. Life gets postponed until the portfolio looks better. That's too much weight for investing to carry. One reason investing gets elevated is that it's visible. Numbers update, charts move, progress feels trackable. Structure, by contrast, is quiet. When savings is finished, when usable cash is present, when income is stable, nothing dramatic happens. Calm doesn't announce itself, so attention drifts to the thing that moves. Another reason investing becomes central is that it promises resolution. If I just invest well enough, everything will work out. That hope is understandable. But investing can't provide what structure is meant to provide. It can't contain uncertainty. It can't absorb timing risk. It can't quiet the nervous system. Those jobs belong elsewhere. This is why people can feel financially sophisticated and still feel fragile. They know what they own. They follow the markets. They understand the language. But if investing is carrying responsibilities it wasn't designed for, the system stays tense. Volatility becomes emotional. Normal drawdowns feel personal. Every headline demands a response. That's not a market problem. It's a design problem. In a calm system, investing comes later. Not as an afterthought, but as a component. Its role is specific. Investing is money whose job is to grow over time, with the understanding that it will be unpredictable along the way. That's it. When investing is asked to also provide safety, liquidity, and emotional reassurance, it stops working as intended. This matters differently depending on life stage, asset level, and time horizon. If you have a long runway, market swings are easier to tolerate. If time or margin is limited, volatility carries more weight. Not because it's more dangerous, but because there's less room to adapt. The principle doesn't change. What changes is how much pressure investing is allowed to carry. One of the quiet benefits of good structure is that it shrinks the emotional footprint of investing. When savings is finished and usable cash is available, investing doesn't have to solve immediate problems. You don't need it to cooperate on a schedule. You don't need it to behave politely. You don't need it to justify your choices. It's allowed to do what markets do, which is move around. This is why people with well-designed systems often talk less about investing. Not because it matters less, but because it demands less attention. It's not the thing they check to feel okay. It's not the place they look for reassurance. It's part of the background. There's also an identity trap here. When investing becomes the center, financial identity narrows. You become your returns, your strategy, your positions. That's a fragile way to live. A support system is broader than that. It leaves room for change, for aging, for shifting priorities. Investing supports that system. It doesn't define it. If there's one idea to carry forward from this episode, it's this. Investing works best when it is relieved of responsibility. When it's allowed to be one tool among several, not the measure of whether you're doing well. When structure is doing its job, investing can finally do its own. In the next episode, we'll turn to income. Not how to maximize it, but how to design income that lets you sleep. Because calm doesn't come from impressive numbers. It comes from predictability and room.